Hey guys, today I'm doing a review on Truly Lasting Color Foundation from Almay. This is a really good foundation. It says it's 16-hour makeup and long wear, so it has an SPF of 15 in it. So let's talk about some pros and some cons to this foundation. Pros first. First and foremost, it has a pump. Makes it so much easier when this thing has a pump because it's sanitary, you don't waste as much, and it's cost effective and everything. It just is easier to use. It's wonderful. When things like this have a pump, life is better. So that's the first pro. Second pro is that it is long wear. It lasted for me all day pretty much until I got home at the end of the night, 9 or 10 o'clock at night, and then I was like, oh, it looks awful, but it lasted fine until then. So that's the second pro. The third pro for me was that it is very nourishing. I have pretty dry skin, almost severely dry in the winter, so this was a wonderful foundation for me. It's very nourishing. It has a lot of moisturizing facts to it. I don't know how or why it's oil-free, but it still is very, very moisturizing. It didn't look cakey. It didn't look awful. It looked very just clean. It looked really nice. So I really, really, really liked this. It does look freshly applied all day long. For me, it was just a great foundation. There was a few cons to it. I'm trying to think of everything off the top of my head, and that's just not easy for me to do. The few cons to this was that it is not able to be used with a foundation brush. If you use foundation brushes, and that's the only way that you put on your foundation, please do not get this. Otherwise, it's a great foundation. I use my fingertips to apply it. I can't use a brush or anything. The first time I did, it looked awful, and it wouldn't hardly smooth out. It's just really a super thick consistency. And if you use a brush, for me it just didn't work. And then I used a brush a few times, a couple days in a row. I washed it after every single time, but the foundation never truly came out. And then at the end of using a brush, I decided I'm not ever going to use a brush again with this. And after that, I had to throw away the brush because it was so bad. I couldn't wash it. It couldn't come out. I washed it over and over again. It just would not come out. It was very frustrating. So that's the only con that I really found with this, was that it's super, super thick and you can't use a foundation brush with it. For me, it hasn't clogged my pores. It's been oil-free, so that doesn't clog pores. It's just been great foundation. For the price, it was only like $10 or $11, which is pretty good for foundation. Drugstore foundation, $10 or $11. That's pretty good. And this is a little bit dark for my skin, but in the summertime it's perfect, so it works wonderful for the summertime. It is in the shade Naked. I don't know if you can even see that where it says Naked, probably not, but I liked this foundation a lot. I usually use MAC Select SPF 15, which is a good coverage. It's not too heavy, it's not too sheer or anything, but this one's covered, it covers pretty good. It's not like super gonna cover every little thing, but it's not sheer. I don't like sheer because then you can just see every little spot, every little blemish, every little scar, whatever it is. And this covers up pretty much everything. You can't really see. I have it on right now. It's a little bit darker than my natural color of skin. For the summertime, it'll be great. Wintertime, not so much because I get a little bit paler in the winter because I'm very fair skinned. So, but it is a wonderful foundation. I have a lot of freckles, and it does cover up some of the freckles, but I like for you to be able to see my freckles so it doesn't like overpower and like cover them up. It just kind of covers them up a little bit. So overall for me, I would probably give this a 4 out of 5, maybe a 3.5 out of 5 because you can't use a foundation brush, and that is way more sanitary than using your fingers, even if you do wash your hands. I wash my hands every time, but it's still more sanitary to use a brush in my opinion. I don't always use a brush though, very rarely honestly. So yeah, that's about it for this foundation. Overall, a 3.5 or 4 out of 5. Good foundation, great price, everything. So I hope you guys enjoy. Thanks for watching. Bye.